Right, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. So I just wanted to do a bit of an update on mostly the begonias, but I wanted to show a couple of other plants as well because some of them have grown really nicely, I think. But yeah, I hope you have all been well, and yeah, I haven't really been uploading too much, but let me try and get comfortable. I'm just kind of doing videos as and when, rather than trying to stick to a schedule, because schedules just don't work. Anyway, I'm here now and we're gonna have some fun. So the first thing I wanted to show you guys, which is looking amazing, and I had an idea. So I went to Lyme Regis. Me and my partner went to Lyme Regis in February for my birthday, and there's a Victorian bottle dump that has fallen down onto the beach, and I found a teapot, and it was like almost fully intact. The only thing that was missing is the handle. Oh, wait, I don't know if I've actually already shown you this, but I'll tell the story again. So I found a teapot, and obviously teapots don't have drainage holes, and I thought this would look really cool with a pingicula in it. So then I went searching for a pingicula, which is a butterwort carnivorous plant, and sounds so stupid. I know that you can get them for like £6, like £5, £6 in garden centres. So then I went to look in garden centres, they wanted like £8, and I was thinking, no, I can get one cheaper, so I just didn't get one. Then my friend, who also has carnivorous plants, she had a pingicula, so I had one off of her, which I don't think I paid for. But the concept was a teapot with a pingicula inside so that it overhangs the edge. It took a while, but this is my vision come to life. How adorable is that? And this is the pingicula Tina, and it's just starting to send up a little flower, and it's doing really well. You can see it on here, there's some fungus gnats and some coleus flowers, because I've had it next to the coleus, which keeps flowering. But look how cute that looks. And that teapot was somehow on that beach, or on that cliff face, or on top of the cliff, since the Victorian times. How's that work? And it only lost its handle and its lid. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. Wonder how many cups of tea they had out of this teapot. But yeah, that is the pingicula Tina teapot, and it's looking amazing. I always think that should have a smell, and I don't know why. I think maybe your brain associates that it looks like a flower, and because it's wet, and usually wet things smell. Anyway, let's move on. So there's that. Now I'm gonna go on to the begonias, and some of them have done crazy well. Some of them a bit, looking a bit weird, but overall pretty good. I'll start with this one first, which I actually only noticed has grown like crazy. I noticed it yesterday. No, just before I went on holiday, because I moved them out of the sunny window so that they wouldn't dry out so quick. And this is the Begonia, come on, Cleopatra? Yeah, I'm not, I think so. Unless I've got that wrong. I know it's a historical woman, and I'm pretty sure it's Cleopatra. If not, oh well, it's Cleopatra today. And look how nice that looks. And when I first got that, I think it had 3 leaves, and now it's just grown like crazy, and it's beautiful. And it's kind of quite a fleshy leaf, quite firm. Unlike a lot of the other begonias, like the Rex begonias, they're all very thin foliage. But that is growing so well. It's just in a 6cm pot. That's the pot it came in, and very happy with that one. It's like beautiful. Cleopatra. Right, next up we've got Begonia Pharaoh, or Ferox, or Faru. and it's grown a lot. This is the one that, like, I think before I went on holiday it was looking better than this. It did drop a few leaves, maybe like only like 2 actually, but it is incredible. It's crazy. It does look a bit messy, but and this leaf is on its way out. Oh, see you. But it's looking amazing. I don't have, well, I was gonna say I don't have a propagation of this. I don't think I do. I did take propagations of this and I put them in the propagator box. I just have not checked, and that was months ago. So I may have some baby plants in there. We will find out in a future video. But that's crazy. I'd say the colour actually is what's probably off at the moment, because it's usually darker green. And I think that's what's throwing me off, because it's not that messy, it just looks, yeah, it's just the colours slightly off. But that is one I'm very, very happy with. This one, oh, I can't even remember the name of this one. I can't remember. Kingiania. This is Begonia Kingiania. And it's grown like crazy. Well, yeah, it's spread out a lot more. I don't know if you guys remember, it was very compact and like upright and stiff, and now it's grown a lot more outwards. There's one dead leaf in there, but the foliage on this is like proper thick, like proper fleshy. Like if you bent it, it would just snap, it wouldn't bend. I'm happy with this because when I first saw it, I was thinking that's going to need super high humidity. It is generally very high humidity in this room anyway, but I thought it'd be a bit finicky, and it hasn't been. It's been absolutely fine, and it's still in the pot that it came in, and it's doing really well. I did sow some begonia seeds from, which one was it from? I can't really remember. Zumba? Maybe Zumba. And it's got some babies here. You can't really see the detail on the leaves yet, but I've just noticed that this little leaf, the smaller one, has just started to get some coloration on it. So that's cool. I'm not really expecting that these are going to survive, only because when I sowed them, there was about, I want to say 50 seedlings in there, and they've slowly one by one been rotting off. But I'm not too worried about that, because I don't really want 50 begonia zumbas. I just wanted to know that I could germinate begonia seeds. Not as an ego thing, just as if I do a cross, will it be worth me trying to grow them? And the answer is yes. Next up is the silver jewel. This one has grown pretty well. It kind of always looks very unhealthy, because that like rhizomatous stem there is looking like it's going to fall off. But it's grown pretty well. I think when I got it off of my friend, it only had, I was going to say 1.5 leaves. I think it had 1 leaf and then a baby leaf. But it's looking pretty nice. Like this big leaf here is looking fresh. Yeah, it's quite nice. Again, like that is a begonia that I wouldn't pick up myself. So it's interesting. I find it interesting because I'm looking at it in a different way. Like I'm admiring it in a way that's, I have to think about what I like about it. Whereas my other begonias, I just love them and I don't think about what I love about them. I just like, I don't know if that makes any sense. Next up, which I'm so happy that it's growing really well, although it's got a few dead leaves on it, I need to pick through it. But this is my Begonia Sumatra green, and this, I don't know if you remember, this was the one that I needed to prop up with a stick because it was like floppy, and now it's just exploded. These burnt leaves are not looking too nice, but other than that, it's growing really well. And there's actually so much new growth coming from down there, so it's really thickening out. And when I first got the Begonia Sumatra green, sorry, it was super thick, like there was so much growth coming from the base. So I'm glad that this one's doing the same, because you can see how many stems there are coming up. So, yeah, good one. So yeah, that one is looking pretty nice. It was looking slightly nicer a while ago, but I think during my holiday they kind of dried out a bit too much, and that's why they are the way they are. But we accept all sorts of leaves around here, not for a choice. Oh, we've got some seed. Right, this is my Begonia. I literally remembered this name earlier, and I remembered thinking, oh wow, I remembered it first time. Come on. I struggle with this one every single time. Begonia. Oh, I almost had it. Helen Teapot. There we go. I knew it had a P in it. I was thinking, where's the P? Helen Teapot. This one needs water, and it isn't looking as good as it did before I went on holiday. It's dropped a few leaves. That's why I just pulled off of it, this leaf. And because it's starting to discolor, starting to die, I won't try and propagate that because it's most likely just gonna rot. But Helen Teapot, the mystery Helen Teapot, the one that somehow turned up in my propagation box, and I have no recollection of how. The only way that it could have got in there is if Emma Greenwood sent me a cutting of it, but I'm not sure, you know. Anyway, that is actually so weird. I do not know where it came from. But isn't it beautiful? Looks like, the way it's growing right now, it looks like an angel wing begonia. I don't think, well, no, I'm pretty sure it's not, but it is incredible, that colour. I don't usually like the dark reds on the begonias, but on this one, with the deep, like almost black, and then the pink, that when you look at it from a different angle, looks kind of red, is nice. And the backs of the leaves, again, are bright red, really, really nice. It's so small, but she's doing well. Yeah, cool. Probably put that up into a slightly bigger pot soon, maybe just a 9 centimeter though. Oh no, I've got the 7 centimeter square pots. I'll probably do that. Okay, next is arguably my favorite begonia. Oh, and it's got seed heads all over it. Maybe I'll just take those off. I think all the seeds have dropped out. But this is one of my begonia breakdances. One of the babies I propagated from a leaf from my original plant. The original plant died of thrips, and luckily I saved it by taking a propagation before it got thrips. I took a propagation like the day I brought it home, and I put it in the propagation box, which did not get thrips, so I still have the begonia breakdance. So there's one, and then there is, it's getting slowly darker in this room. This one, which is also a propagation, both the same age, one's in a bigger pot, and they're looking very nice. I might go and get a light in a second. But yeah, luckily these are still doing pretty well. Oh, I'm wondering if I've overwatered it. I was talking to Laura, Stories and Succulents. If you haven't watched any of her videos, please go and check them out. She's very entertaining, and please come back and do more videos if you see this. I was talking to her, and because I'm always underwatering plants. I'm never overwatering plants, but recently I've been overwatering plants a bit, and this is feeling a little bit heavy. So I'll take more cuttings actually. I might do that soon, but yeah, one of my favorite begonias. And when it gets a bit bigger, well, you can't really see it, the leaves get a lot more of the lime green going through. There's terrible lighting right now. I'm gonna go get the light to put on. I've only got one more begonia. I'll do this quickly and then I think I'll make it work. Okay, so this next begonia is Begonia Zumba, and it is it Zumba? I'm pretty sure. I did put a label in there, but it's like such a big mess. Oops. But I don't really want to touch it too much, but look at that. It looks like it's wilting. It's not, it's just super, super full. And there's a lot of new leaves coming through. You can see them coming through, they're a bit darker and very sturdy. Whereas the old foliage is like, it's not floppy, it's just the weight of the plant. The old foliage is a bit floppier. I mean, like less stiff, but it's not wilting, is what I mean. There's a lot of dead leaves under here. Oof. I'm just making a mess. Oh God. And it is top heavy. It's not looking its best right now because I've been underwatering it, then applying water and then letting it wilt too much again. So it's kind of, there's the label. Yeah, it is Zumba. It just looks messy and it's still in its nursery pot, but I just don't want to put it up into a bigger pot because I don't think it needs it. Like, it's just a blob of leaves. I still like it. At the moment, it's not looking pretty, but you know, I still like it. I might spend a bit of time tidying that up when I have time. I'm not sure how I feel about that one. At the moment, I'll cut off a lot of the old leaves and let the new ones grow through, and then it will look really fresh again because the foliage is usually a bit more of a, I don't say like a marmalade colour with green through it, and it's really pretty, but at the moment it's like looking washed out and messy. Okay, so that is, well, that's all of the begonias except one, which I'll show you now, because that begonia is intertwined with my Hoya macrophylla, which I also want to show, and I'll grab another plant right now because I want to show that. Right, this is my Epipremnum pinnatum Cebu Blue, and if you guys remember, I bought this as cuttings off of Etsy or eBay. I think it was Etsy, and it has grown so much. I'm gonna make a moss pile for it so that it's taking up less space. And I was not expecting this to happen so soon, but we have fenestrations, and that is incredible. And it's just, once that's growing up straight, I'll probably cut it back down again and take propagations, but to have fenestrations is going to be so cool. And so there's two plants in here, one's growing this way, one's growing this way, and they both have fenestrations. So that is really, I'm just so happy. And I noticed it probably 2 days ago that it had fenestrations. And I think it's because a lot of the time with my plants, like when I buy them so young, I kind of force myself to forget about them, so that I'm not obsessing over it and staring at it all the time, waiting for it to grow. I just kind of, if I forget about it, but just water it, then one day it will pop up again and I'll be like, oh, a mature plant from that baby cutting I bought. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. This lighting is not really, oh, actually, you can see the colour there. It's like a nice bluey green. Very happy with that. Okay, now I'll show a couple of the plants that are up there. Yeah. Okay, so just here is my Hoya macrophylla, and it's finally growing a lot. And I've put it in this window. This window gets morning sun all the way up until almost midday, and it has just put on so much growth to the point where it has grown through my other begonia that I was just telling you about. This is my first ever begonia I got, and it's still in the same pot, and I just water it every now and again. And then the Hoya has grown up here, across here, and then it is kind of stopping there. And these leaves especially, you can just see the ribs, and it is looking amazing. That's exactly why I wanted a macrophylla. Oh, and then up there is my variegated Ceropegia woodii. It's taking the breath out of me leaning over. And then this is my Philodendron melanochrysum, which has put out 3 new leaves since I last showed it. This was the last leaf that, well, that you guys would have seen that was really struggling to come out. And you can see it ripped itself on the way out. And then I did lose, I think, 2 of the older leaves, but we've still got this big one. But yeah, it's you know, it's still growing, looking pretty okay. So overall, I'm happy. But yeah, that begonia, I just love that. It's looking so good. Okay, I'll show you a couple of bits down here whilst I'm here. Just please ignore any mess that you may or may not see. I've got my Cavendish Dwarf Musa banana. The Philodendron scandens neon is there, still doing okay. What is that white stuff? I don't know, something hard. Couple of coleus and Syngonium alba, a really pretty little Hoya, Hoya Kirkii something I want to say, I don't really remember. Some Ripsalis paradoxa. These were just cuttings and they are growing pretty well. That's some Hairy St. John's wort. It is not one of my dead plants. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, but that is just part of my plant collection that is in a messy, messy corner. Okay, so that was some of my collection, my begonias, and then honestly, like you could probably see like a lot of my stuff up there, but I've got plants dotted around everywhere else as well. And then I've got a beautiful little cactus here that is flowering. This is its second little flower he's had this year, or she. I was genuinely putting thought into thinking, is this a boy or a girl? I'm gonna call it a he. But yeah, he's got a little flower, and I haven't actually seen it fully open. But I think maybe it opens, oh wait, it doesn't, no, I was gonna say it opens in the night maybe, but I don't think it does. Anyway, my brain. But yeah, he's looking really good. And he's in this really cute little, like, I think it's like, I don't know what it's supposed to look like. It reminds me of a sea urchin skeleton, if you've ever seen one, but I don't know what else that could be. Anyway, I think the cactus like just looks so nice in that pot. And he's a nice little flower. Okay, cool. I feel good about doing another video. Yeah, I might do like a more full tour one like soon maybe, but I just want the house, like we're decorating, so it's like nothing is finished, or the kitchen's finished and very nice, but so that's why I've not really been showing you around too much, but I think I did quite a lot of plants in this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if there's anything you want to see. I will be doing a greenhouse tour this month as well, because I'm not even gonna say it. I'm trying to do them every month. I haven't been, but I'm gonna try. Yeah, everything's doing pretty well. I don't think many plants have died, if any. I can't really think of any that have died, but anyway. Let me know if you guys have any requests for videos. If you want like any tutorials, I'm happy to do. I really enjoy doing like tutorials. If you want to see any specific plants, if you want to see garden centre tours or shop with me's, let me know, and I'll see what I can do. Propagation videos, anything, just let me know and I'll see what I can do. But yeah, I hope you guys are all still around. It does feel like weird because I feel like I've been making videos for a long while, and it's so strange to like see certain people come and go. Like there'll be like one person who comments on all of my videos up until a point, and then they just disappear, and I'm like, wait, where'd you go? I wasn't done. Come back. So it's weird. I feel like a lot of my older viewers, not older as in age, older as in like last year, are not really viewing my videos now, and I don't know why I'm expressing this in any way, but it feels weird. It feels like the end of an era. It's like, okay, next chapter. Who's gonna come around now? But yeah, if you guys are watching it still, thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. See you later.